Do you not understand that calling in a fake tip is the equivalent of having a gun against somebody's head? Yeah.
I wanna make you understand. Let you know that there's always a helping hand. 'Cause I know we can make it. Yeah, we can make it.
Disclaimer, everything in this video is alleged. Maybe it's not real. Okay, most of it, it is real, but I'm delusional. So just legally, everything's fake. Okay, thank you. Hey guys, I just realized that I never updated YouTube on what happened with the Lillee Jean stuff, and a lot has happened. So that was my bad. This video is gonna be long and chill, and I'm gonna ramble, so don't complain. We're here to have fun. So I'd like to start from the very beginning, right before my newest video, because one thing I didn't mention in the video is that I actually tried to reach out to YouTube privately before I made the video. So at this point in time, it's been 4 years of me constantly receiving copyright emails from Lillee and her mom, and I really did not want to make a video, so I emailed YouTube through their creator support, which, if you don't know, this is support specifically for creators. It's supposed to be like better support than the normal support because you're making the platform money, so they give you more resources, but as you'll see, not the case. Good concept, bad execution. So I emailed them and I was like, hey, I need some help. There's a creator who is spamming false copyright claims, and the emails they're sending me kind of wild. Please look at this. And I explained everything in pretty good detail. I even included photos and links to videos. The employee I was talking to had a lot of stuff to work with, is what I'm gonna say. And they ended up responding with, hi there, thanks for reaching out to us. I really appreciate the detailed information you provided. Our internal team has carefully reviewed your appeal and your channel. For this matter, you might want to file a counter notification, and once you're done, please let me know. So this beautiful person working at YouTube completely ignored my entire write-up and then gave this bot response. And I ended up not replying to this email because, look, you gotta know when you're not wanted somewhere. And when you're not wanted somewhere, you gotta just walk away. And reading this email, I knew they did not want me here. So I didn't send a reply to this email. But then, a few days later, I got a new email from a different employee, and they said, hi Primink, I hope you're doing well. This is blank filling in for blank today, and I'm seeing that you haven't replied to our last email yet. Please be advised that we aim to resolve your case in the fastest possible turnaround time. We're just checking in to see if we can still help you out with this. So at this point, I was like, oh, maybe I am wanted. Maybe I don't have to leave. I'm wanted here. So, so I sent another long email, further clarifying all my points and the issue, more links, more videos. And I said, hey, I understand this is kind of wild. You could take your time, review it, or send it up the chain, or ask me questions, because I will provide you with anything you need to help this along. And then a day or so later, they sent another email, and this one says, our internal team has reviewed the takedown request that led to the removal of your video, and there doesn't appear to be enough evidence of abuse for them to step outside their normal process and reinstate the video immediately. At no point in any of my emails did I say, I need a video reinstated. So again, they just completely ignored my wall of text that took quite a long time to make, if I'm honest. I had to do a little searching. And then, this is the kicker. Before I could even reply, they instantly closed the support case, and then they asked me to rate my experience. And if I'm honest, the rating bar they gave doesn't have a low enough option for what I wanted to rate it. They need to add a little emoji of like a skull and crossbones below this tier, because this experience was horrible. Crippling depression is what I would give a rating to that. Okay. So this experience happened a month before my video, and I didn't include it in my video, and I think, thinking back, I think I should have, because I think it shows that I really didn't want to make the video. I tried any alternative solution before making that video. So I make the video, and the video comes out, and for a few days after that, I was very hopeful that maybe YouTube would reach out or do something, but they don't respond in any way at all. Honestly, I think this is my fault, because my videos are always lighthearted, and I make a lot of jokes, and I'm not a serious person. So if someone at YouTube did see that video, they might think, oh, he's just making a joke, he doesn't actually care. And I was just gonna throw in the towel, because in my mind, I was like, I did everything I could. I don't really care that much. They're just annoying emails, not that big of a deal. But at the end of my video, I had asked people to email me if they had any issues with Lillee Jean or more information, and I started receiving dozens of emails. I can't go over all of them, but there was so many creators and so many viewers who had extra information about the whole situation. It was actually very overwhelming how many people, and I didn't reply to everyone. So if you did send me something and I didn't reply, I'm sorry. There was just so many. and I'm not good at that stuff. I get emails from like sponsors. I just ignore them. They're trying to give me money. I don't care. I ignore everything. I get a electricity bill, ignore it until my electricity goes out. And then I'm like, oh shoot. One of the first emails I received was from someone that let me know that my Wikitubia page, which Wikitubia is like wiki for YouTubers. I had no clue about it until this person told me about it. But my page had been edited to include my full docs. It had my legal name, my business name, and where I live. And the information about me was the same exact information that Lillee Jean had emailed me. What a weird coincidence. Who could have done it? Don't know. Disclaimer, everything is fake. So I reached out to the Wikitubia people and I explained everything that was going on. I was like, hey guys, I got this weird stalker. They're adding my information to the page. Could you guys take it down, please? And the people at Wikitubia are amazing because they removed all the information within like 5 minutes and they were all very nice. And I thought that was the end of all this. But then what happens next is a conspiracy. Apparently, after they fixed my page, they began looking into Lillee Jean because she also had a page. But weirdly, her page was permanently locked from being edited. Because if you don't know, Wikitubia works like Wikipedia and anyone can contribute to the information on the pages because that allows to have like, I don't know, the most accurate information. But Lillee's page was permanently locked. And I was then sent an anonymous DM from someone on the staff. And apparently they were all super confused as to why her page was locked because they said that they never permanently lock pages. They do it temporarily if people are spamming false information, but they never permanently do it. And this one person who I'm not going to name, I don't want to get them in trouble. They said they think Lillee or maybe her mom or someone might have allegedly bribed one of the staff members to get this page locked. Conspiracy, okay? Wild stuff. So all of the staff ended up going to her page, and then they realized that the entire page was written by like one single person. Who could that be? I don't know. And the sources for all the information were not accurate because the sources were coming from like Lillee Jean's websites, or the sources were coming from the quote unquote fake articles. So they realized this page is locked. It's only being edited by one person. All of the information is fake. So they ended up having a team vote to delete her page. And I don't know how everyone voted, but the vote went through and her page deleted. That's a wild conspiracy, ain't it? And this all perfectly represents Lillee and her mom's entire situation over the years. The two of them do something crazy, like faking the Met Gala photos or sending crazy emails, which then causes people to talk about them. And then people talking about them makes Lillee and her mom do more crazy stuff.
Bitch, bye. You burned too. Go get fucking COVID.
And at the end of the day, it's just this endless cycle of them doing more and more crazy stuff. But the crazy stuff only ever hurts them. From what I've researched, the start of all of the Lillee Jean madness came from a single Reddit post 7 years ago in a subreddit called r/delusionalartist, where someone had posted, I think it was a picture of Lillee Jean's artwork. The original Reddit post has been archived and I can't see what the actual picture was, but I'm assuming they were making fun of some of her art because that's what the subreddit's about. Which this isn't a nice thing to do, but if you post your work online, people are allowed to critique it. People say I'm annoying and dumb, okay? I just accept it and cry a little, but I accept it. But what happened with this post is that Lillee's mom, allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, I'm 99% sure they've confirmed this a bunch of times, but disclaimer, I'm delusional, nothing is real. Lillee's mom saw this Reddit post and she decided to go onto Reddit and defend Lillee, and she ended up fighting with a bunch of people, and she said some insane stuff, like she was going to track people down, or she had private detectors and police coming. And also, her Reddit account was named Snuff, which isn't Snuff like... I think there's multiple definitions for snuff, but I don't think either of them are good. Isn't snuff a drug or like violent stuff? Maybe? Am I crazy? I don't know. Weird name is what I thought when I saw that, but maybe I'm crazy. But she went to the subreddit and she sent like a dozen messages arguing with people, and they weren't like, hey, this is my daughter, please leave them alone, please chill out, guys. It was like, I'm gonna track you down, I'm gonna find you. The police are coming, you're done. And the people on this Reddit saw this and they're like, this woman's insane. All we're doing is making fun of some ugly art and you're acting crazy. So the people on the subreddit then decided they wanted to look deeper into Lillee and her mom. And then this leads to Lillee's mom fighting people on Twitter, and then that leads to Lillee herself fighting people on Instagram Live.
You wish you were near my bridge. You fucking do. Because right now you're under the water getting, I don't know, decapitated. Go the fuck away.
So it was this one post 7 years ago that caused everything that follows. Literally, none of this would have happened if Lillee and her mom saw that Reddit post and they were like, what are you gonna do? People, haters gonna hate. If they just did that, nothing would have followed. The reason Lillee is a story is not because she fakes stuff. It's because Allegedly. Actually, I'm not gonna say allegedly. The Met Gala was faked. They're like, I'm not gonna, yeah, no, allegedly. But they're not a story because she fakes stuff. They're a story because of how they insanely react to people talking about them.
Lillee strikes back, and all of a sudden we're victims. So, you know, that's okay. Make me the devil. I will rise like a phoenix every damn time.
The next emails and DMs I received were from multiple people who said that they were receiving copyright takedowns for posting links to my video. Now, from what I've seen, people said that this was mainly happening on Twitter and Reddit, but people would simply post a link to my video and like a comment that says, go watch it, good video, 10 out of 10. And then they would receive a copyright strike from someone mysterious, I don't know, I'm delusional, allegedly. Lillee, maybe? They would receive a copyright strike and get that post removed, which that's crazy in itself. But the crazier one was happening on Reddit. I got emailed by the mods of the Do We Know Them podcast subreddit. I've actually spoken with one of the girls on this podcast, Lillee. Is that her name? Yeah, Lillee. And if anyone here is a fan of that podcast, I just want to say Lillee is very intense. No complaints. But Lillee, she sends... I'm not going to show her DMs. She sends like 1,000-word DMs over and over. And I'm like, Lillee, this is intense. You need to chill. She's great, but I've never seen that before. So the mods of this podcast subreddit, they emailed me and they said, hey, someone posted a link to your video and it got removed for copyright. Did you do this? And I was like, of course not. Why would I do that? I don't know who did it, but I think I have, wink wink, some thoughts about who could have done it. Disclaimer. And eventually I found out that this was also happening on the H3H3 podcast subreddit and the r/YouTube subreddit. Any post that had my video or any mention of Lillee Jean was being removed from all of these subreddits for copyright infringement. And what happened is that these subreddits were getting so many posts removed that the mods of the subreddits got scared that the entire subreddit would be deleted by Reddit admins, because apparently if you receive too many copyright takedowns, then they'll just delete the subreddit because they'll be like, oh, this subreddit is pirating stuff or something. So the mods got so scared that their subreddits would be deleted that they had to make announcements on the subreddit, pin posts saying, hey, we can no longer talk about Lillee Jean because she's gonna get her subreddit deleted. We're sorry, but please stop posting about her. Lillee, I think when you literally become Voldemort, he who shall not be named, I think you might have gone too far. I think becoming Voldemort, not the best option. And also, if she's trying to be famous, why are you removing posts about you? Allegedly, I don't know if it's you, disclaimer, but wouldn't you want people to like talk about you if you want to be famous? I mean, I guess it's bad publicity, but any publicity is good publicity. You know what they say? So you should have kept them up. They also filed takedowns against my Twitter account for just posting a link to my video. I didn't even say Lillee Jean's name. I just said, hey genies, because I think that's what she used to call her fans. So they removed that. And they also sent a copyright takedown to my Discord for just linking to my video. And I didn't even know Discord had a copyright system. I've never heard of anyone else getting a copyright strike on Discord. So that was interesting. And all of this is just wild to me because all of these websites have a copyright system to protect artists or creators if someone steals your work. But from what I've learned through this whole thing is that none of these sites actually check the claims. If you file a claim against someone and you just make it sound kind of right, they just accept it with like no questions asked. And you could try to appeal it and say, hey, I actually made this video. It's on my YouTube channel. I 100% own it. I edited it. I scripted it. Do you want to see it? Because I did it. But even then, 9 times out of 10, they'll still side with the person that made the claim. On Discord, I still have a strike on my account for posting a video that I 100% own. I can't express this enough. I made the video. It's on my channel. And even if it was a copyright infringement video, I just posted a link to it. So even then, I don't think they could take it down, right? I don't know the law, but my Discord account still has a strike on it, even though I've appealed it twice. I've spoken with a Discord employee, and apparently they reviewed it, and they've kept the strike on my account. And the strike that I have lasts until 2026. I have a strike for 2 years on my account for posting a link to my video that I made. Makes you a little crazy, doesn't it? So in the grand scheme of things, what I've realized is all of the copyright systems that exist on all of these websites, they all rely on good faith. And if you have someone that's not good faith, it all falls apart very quickly. The next email I received was from someone who let me know that Lillee's mom had apparently been fully doxing people on her public Facebook account. And when I read this, I was like, there is no way this is real. Because for years and years, this is exactly what they said they were victims of. For literally years, they claimed that everyone was like stalking them and posting their private documents and stuff. So I was like, no, No, I don't buy it. So I went to her Facebook account, which is public, and I found this post where Lillee's mom was doxing the entire family of a YouTuber who had made videos covering Lillee. She lists the full names, workplaces, and accounts of this YouTuber's whole family. And if you actually read the post, it's like really deranged, because it's like she made a comment about the girlfriend. It was like, I don't have it with me, I'm gonna post it in the video, but it was like, and to his girlfriend who will one day hopefully marry him, and then she lists the girlfriend's name. And like, that is check yourself into somewhere, because what? It read as like someone who is having a psychotic break and needs to check themselves into somewhere. And it didn't even stop there, because I scrolled down and I found another person. I don't know who this person was, but she did the exact same thing to them. And I actually didn't manage to get a screenshot of the second person, because right after my video was made, these posts were quickly deleted. So I'm not sure if there's more people that she did this to. I don't know, maybe she did it to me. But yeah, what is so crazy is that for years and years, this is what they said they're victims of. They said, my entire family's being harassed. They're stalking us. They're finding out where we live. They're posting private documents. And then here you are doing doing it. You're doing it. Every once in a while, I have like a slip in judgment, and I have sympathy for Lillee, because I see exactly how they got into this mess. Lillee just wants to be famous. Her mom wants to protect her from all the negativity and critiques in the world, and they don't really understand how the internet works, so they lash out, which then causes more drama. So I see what went wrong, and in that framing, I kind of feel bad for them. But then I see stuff like this, and it makes me realize I can't have any sympathy for them. They claim to be victims, but time and time again, they show that they are the ones being the aggressor. They're the ones on the offense. Has Curtis Price ever doxed you or your family? Why are you doxing his entire family? Had that other person ever doxed you? Did I dox you? Why is my name and where I live being edited into Wikitubia? What's that meme? It's like, maybe we're the bad guys. Anyways. So after I read all these emails, I was getting more and more upset, because prior to my video, I was under the assumption that I was receiving the most intense attacks from them, because I had the video that was the largest and one of the first. I didn't comprehend that they were doing this to basically everyone that was talking about them. This is a problem that's happening on multiple platforms to a lot of people. Through the emails, I learned that at least, these are the ones that I know of, 37 creators have had some kind of negative interaction with Lillee and her mom. And I'm just like, how much time do you have? Why are you wasting your life doing all this when you could, I don't know, pick up a hobby, read a book, get better at acting maybe? Again, it's this endless cycle of them constantly hurting themselves because for some reason they can't stop engaging. That's double negative. Wait, shoot. Can't stop engaging. That means that I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I'm confused now. Let's continue. From what I've gathered, I don't think that they can exist in a world where any criticism exists about them. And I think they've proven that they will do anything they can, even like immoral stuff, to try and stop any of this criticism from existing. I think in their mind, they truly believe they're victims. And because they think they're victims, they think they can do whatever they want to anyone because they're justified. I also think this is why they say that I'm a content farm, and they claim that all the channels are working together as like an evil team, which is 100% not true, by the way. I think they say this because it's a way for them to morally justify going after people that didn't really do much to them. Because, for example, they can take a random comment from a random person who, I don't know, they posted their address somewhere, like on Reddit or something. They can take that comment, and then in their mind, they can say, this random person is a part of the group with Primink, and they doxed me, so I can now dox Primink and not feel bad about it because I'm the victim here. Even though I have never doxed them or even hinted at doxing them, they have rationalized that they are allowed to do it because I'm a part of the team that's doxing them. They're twisting reality so that they don't feel like bad people. And I'm not a psychologist. I don't know what's going on, but I've analyzed these two gals a lot over the years because I'm like, what makes them tick? And I've come to the conclusion that I think they have one of the most severe cases of narcissism that ever exists in the world. There's this one interview that Lillee and her mom did together. I hope I have a copy of the video. I might not. But at one point in the video, Lillee asked her mom, what do you think is your worst trait? And Lillee's mom then says,
honestly, I've been working on this my whole life, and it's probably never going to change.
I know what it is, but go on.
But I mean, I have you, so you like make sure I don't. I have great compassion for people.
I
I know
know.
everybody's like probably like,
And I'm like, oh, narcissism. That's the answer. We've solved the code. Hey, Prim, what's your worst trait? I'm just very funny and intelligent and smart, and I smell really good. I think those are my worst traits. So after I received all these emails and the doxing, I was like, okay, this has to stop. This can't go on. Email on YouTube didn't work. Email on Lillee didn't work. Ignoring them didn't work. A video didn't work. No more being discreet. It's time for a campaign. And this isn't a presidential campaign. This is a destruction campaign. So I start a Twitter campaign, and I just made a short and sweet thread showing everything I just talked about. And I tagged all of YouTube's main accounts, and then I just sat by and waited. I believe in total it was viewed like 500,000 times, and a whole bunch of creators like Turkey Tom, Justin Wang, Siley Gets Real, Nicholas Duroyo. There's probably more I'm forgetting. I'm sorry. But a bunch of creators, they all shared it to their people as well. And everyone was tagging YouTube in the comments. It was viewed a lot, is what I'm trying to say. But then a week goes by and YouTube didn't respond. And this is where I put a tinfoil hat on and I got a little kooky. Because if you don't know, YouTube support responds to literally anyone that ats them. You could have an account with 0 followers and a blank profile. And if you tag at YouTube team support with a question, someone's going to respond to you. They respond to everyone. So in my mind, I was like, there is no way possible at this point that YouTube has not seen this. They have been tagged so many times. So are they just ignoring me willingly? So I started thinking back to all my interactions with YouTube, and I'm like, wait, YouTube has never sent me my play button. And actually, YouTube refuses to send me my play buttons. One day I emailed them and I was like, hey, can I get my play buttons? I've never received them. And the person I was talking to said, no, we can't send you your play button. And then I said, okay, why not? And they said, you can't have your play buttons, and we can't tell you why you can't have them, but you can't have them. And I was like, okay, that's a weird. Okay, didn't want them anyways. And I thought back about more YouTube interactions, and I was like, I also don't have a channel rep, which if you aren't aware, every YouTuber is given a specific YouTube employee to email, and you're given this employee once your channel gets big enough. And I don't know if there's a cutoff, but everyone I know that's above 100,000 subscribers is given a channel rep, but for some reason, they never gave me one. And I'm not complaining. I don't really care about that stuff. If I'm on, well, okay, the play buttons would be nice, because every few weeks, you get a little depressed, and I'm like, I'm a failure. I deserve no happiness in life. I have done nothing. You suck. And in those moments, I could look at my wall and I could see those play buttons shining, and I could know that I did achieve something. So, not getting a play button, not giving a rep, the support emails ignoring everything I did, and now them ignoring me on Twitter and my video. My tinfoil brain was going off, and I was like, maybe they hate me. Maybe someone at YouTube just really hates me for some reason. Maybe I made a video on someone they were like a huge fan of, like Revzilla or something. I don't know. And they've blacklisted me, and everyone there hates me. And for a small moment, I was defeated. And I thought maybe I should throw in the towel. But then a fire inside me grew. And I said, I don't need you, YouTube. YouTube, more like you suck. How about that? Okay, you didn't expect that, did you? So my new plan was like, YouTube doesn't care at all, so I'm just gonna try and get as many people as I can possible to cover this story. And my idea was, if I make this big enough, then YouTube won't be able to ignore it, and they would have to respond in some way. So I started emailing creators, I started DMing people, I got in touch with some journalists, and then I told people, if viewers like emailed me and they said, how can I help? I said, listen, just email creators and say, please cover this. That's all I need. And like superheroes flying in to save the day. Ton of large creators made videos, and small creators. Listen, anyone that made a video, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then a journalist I talked to released an article. Oh, and a funny thing about this article, the journalist actually gave Lillee and her mom a chance to share their side of the story, because that's how journalists work, right? And when he reached out to Lillee and her mom to give them a chance to tell their side of the story, they instead apparently, supposedly, disclaimer, threatened him and his bosses with legal action. And apparently, even crazier, the journalist, his name was Steve A. Sarch, I believe. His father was a judge who sadly passed away. And he said Lillee and her mom also brought up his dead father being a judge to like somehow imply he is above the legal system or something maybe. I don't know what their intentions were, but that was really messed up. So here they are, the two people that have claimed for years they are victims. They have a journalist who has open ears. He's fair. He's trying to get your side of the story. Instead of telling your side of the story, you decide to threaten him with legal action and then bring up his dead father. And I think this shows that deep deep down, they must know that they're in the wrong. Because if you are an actual victim, right, and you think you are right in this situation, then when you have a platform to vocalize your story, why would you not take that? This journalist, he did a very good job. He spoke to multiple creators. He was getting all sides of the story. He also did a follow-up article. I'm going to link both of them in the description. Go check them out. Give him some support. So every day, more and more videos were coming out. Still no response from YouTube. They hate me. I hate them. But then one day, Nicholas Diorio, he's a commentary channel, he did a live stream on his channel going over everything. And in the middle of his live stream, Lillee uploaded 3 or 4 videos to her channel. I thought it was 4, but people told me it was only 3 and they were deleted really fast. So I'm not 100% sure how many videos it was. Disclaimer, I'm crazy, allegedly. But one of the videos she uploaded was titled, "He has been stalking me since I was a minor. I have open police reports."
Do you not understand that calling in a fake tip is the equivalent of having a gun against somebody's head?
And let's just take a moment to appreciate that title, because listen, she said he could be anyone, but from the content of the video, I think it's safe to say that he does mean me. And I would like to say that I have only known Lillee as an adult. When I learned about this story, she was already either 18 or 19. I never knew her as a minor, so how could I be stalking you since you were a minor? They're living in a twisted reality to justify them being insanely horrible to people. Remember that. And also, the only stalking that has occurred is them finding where I live and my legal name. That is the only stalking that has occurred here. You absolute spawn of Satan. You demon child. Your mother's Satan. You're a demon. What are you talking about? So inside this video, she showed emails that had my legal name, clear as day, uncensored. And what's funny about this is if you actually examine the email, she censored out the names of like private detectives and stuff. But she, in my opinion, she purposely left my name clear as day. And then later in this video, they showed like IP tracking from, I think it was her website. She was grabbing people's IPs and seeing where they live. And they have my IP, which they don't show my IP, but they do show the city and state I'm living in. How are you going to title a video, "He has been stalking me since I was a minor," and then the contents of the video is you showing my IP and where I live and my name? Is there no sense of irony here? And also, for the record, just to get everything out there, the only time I have ever spoken to either Lillee or Lore, ever, was 4 years ago. Right after my original video was made, Lillee went on an Instagram live stream and she was claiming my video was fake and lying. So I went in the chat and I said, "Hey Lillee, could you send me your YouTube analytics so I can see if they're real or not? Because that would prove if they were fake or not." She told me that she can't show her analytics live because it shows her finances. And I said, "No, they don't. I have YouTube analytics. I know what is shown. You could just go to the audience page. No finances there at all." And she refused to do this. But then a few days later, I think she posted her YouTube analytics on her Instagram story. I don't think I even saw that. But even if I did, at that point, you've photoshopped it, right? So I don't care what it says. But anyways, that's the only time that I've ever had a conversation with them. That's my interaction with you. In what way, shape, or form is that stalking? Dealing with some demons. They demonic spawn of Satan is all I can say about this. So they post 4 videos, 3 videos, not sure. One of them doxes me. So I saw that and I was like, oh crap. So I frantically made a tweet and then I messaged Nicholas Diorio and I told him that they were currently doxing me right as we speak while you're streaming. And then Nick saw that and he told everyone in his live stream to go on Twitter and spam @TeamYouTube under all of my tweets.
Yeah, honestly, if you're watching right now, this is not brigading because we like this person. @TeamYouTube. That's not Team YouTube. White House COVID response team. The White House COVID response team. And then, honestly, if you're doing this, I'm going to put it in chat. Copy, paste this, and put it under Primink's tweet. If we can get like 1,000 of you to do that, it might help.
I'm eternally grateful to Nick because when he did this, it sent like 100 people spamming YouTube under my post. And within, I think like less than 5 minutes, I ended up receiving 4 different replies from them at the exact same time. And then what's more weird is they deleted the 4 replies. And the only evidence I have that they exist is a screenshot from my Apple Watch because I saw them making the post and then I saw them deleting them. And I was like, what is happening here? This is crazy. So I quickly grabbed a screenshot, but they were gone gone within, I want to say like a few seconds. So after they deleted them, they then made a final reply and it said, "We're so sorry for the delay here, looking into this right now and we'll follow up soon." And then shortly after this reply, I received a DM from YouTube support, which said, "Hi Primink, first of all, we're so sorry we've missed your tweets. I can see that you and the community have been tagging us. Truthfully, don't know how you've missed them." Listen, you've missed a lot here. You've missed a video, you've missed emails, you've missed a lot of tagging. I don't know how, but better late than never. In an ideal world where I'm confident and crazy, that's what I would have said. But what I actually said was, "It's okay. Thanks for reaching out now." And then they said, "I've just passed these on to the team and they're investigating. In the meantime, you want to provide further info, screenshots, any details, please share here." And then I say, "There's a lot. I'll start grabbing them." And then I sent everything I talked about, basically. I was spamming them. They got a lot. Next, what happened is I received an email from someone who I think they're really high up at YouTube, just based on how professional and nice they were. I'm not going to show these emails because I was told that you're not supposed to share these emails. Some larger creators scared me and they're like, "Don't share them. That's a no-no. They'll be mad." And also, even besides that, the person I talked to was super nice and I want to respect them. So I'm going to keep them private. But in summary, what happened was this person watched my videos. We had a little chat and they started an internal investigation with the copyright team that YouTube has, and they began looking at every single copyright claim that Lillee or her mom had filed over the years. And while it was happening, if you went to YouTube and you looked up Lillee Jean videos, you would see that a bunch of random old videos started appearing. And you might be thinking, how does a video uploaded 5 years ago start appearing? Well, it's because YouTube was reviewing the claims, and when the claims were false, they would reinstate the videos. So you just saw all these old videos popping up. And while this was happening, I was told apparently every time a claim was reversed, the YouTube copyright team would send Lillee an email saying, "Hey, this claim was false, videos back up." And I would give anything. I would give anything in the world to be a fly on the wall in Lillee's computer room when her and her mom sat down on their computer and they started getting spammed with pings that all of the videos that they spent years removing, all of them were coming back. I would give anything to get the reaction there. Again, Lillee, the cycle. You do crazy stuff. People talk about it. It hurts you. The cycle stops cycling when you stop doing the crazy stuff. Uploaded a video of my docs is crazy stuff. So about a week passed and the investigation was done and numerous videos were brought back. Next, I was told by the rep that there were actions taken against Lillee Jean's channel, but I wasn't allowed to know what the actions were. And when I read that, I was like, come on, you gotta tell me something here. I've been through a lot. I think I need a little details. And eventually this person did deliver some info, kind of. Well, sort of. Essentially what they said is abuse of the copyright system can lead to channel deletion or legal issues. And then they referenced YouTube versus Brady, which was a court case where YouTube sued one of their creators because this creator was filing false copyright claims against their competition, like Roblox channels or something. So they referenced that. And then they said that they can't give me any more details than that because at this point, this is a legal matter. Now, the way they worded all this is a really open-ended and it could be taken a lot of ways. But the way I interpreted it is either A, they are in the process of taking legal action against Lillee and her mom, or B, they have sent clear legal warnings to Lillee that something will happen if she continues. Now, I ended up kind of pushing back on this because they also investigated the doxing that happened, and apparently in YouTube's policy, you're allowed to dox someone that's a public figure. So since I have a YouTube channel, I'm a public figure, anyone's allowed to post my name and where I live, apparently. Even though my channel's anonymous and I've never shared my name and where I live, apparently that's their policy. And I pushed back heavily on this because also, are you telling me that I can just dox any YouTube creator? Can I go to the YouTube creator channel and grab those people's names and where they live and I can post that? Because I think if I did that, my channel would be deleted within 24 hours. I don't think they'd allow that, but apparently that's their policy. So beggars can't be choosers. We started this with YouTube ignoring us, so we got somewhere, and at the end of the day, Lillee and her mom are no longer allowed to abuse the copyright system on YouTube, which is a win for everyone. So that's kind of the end of the updates. There is some possible legal stuff on the horizon, but I'll save that for another video if/when that happens. I want to speak to Lillee real quick. Lillee, I know you're still here. My biggest fan, my biggest supporter. I'm giving you real advice. I know I joke a lot. I can't be serious, but everything I say from this point on, I'm being serious. I think the path you're on is not good. And I'm saying this as someone who despises you and your mother very deeply. But for the sake of your own future, I think you should rethink everything that's happening. I'm not going to talk about your family's finances or anything like that, even though lawsuits are public record. But in like 10 to 20 years, your parents aren't going to be around anymore. And you're going to be left with no money or anything to your name for that matter. You're going to be left with no job experience and you're going to be left with no friends. And if I was you or your parent, the thought of that would absolutely terrify me. You have put all of your eggs in the get famous basket, and I don't think that basket's going anywhere because you don't seem passionate about anything you do. You just switch from hobby to hobby, trying to get some traction, but that's not how you get famous. You get famous by finding something you actually love to do, and then that passion makes people want to support you. And when you're not passionate about something, which I've never seen passion in your videos, when I watch your videos, I don't see someone who is loving what they're doing. I see someone who is just trying to push out as much content as they can because they're trying to find their ticket to fame. And I don't think that's going to work out. And I think your future is looking very not good. I'm sure your mother loves you deeply in a Gypsy Rose kind of way. That's a joke. Not a Gypsy Rose kind of way. More like a codependency. What's that word? Enmeshment. Look up that word, Lillee. I think that's what's happening here. And I think your mom is setting you up for a horrible future. And maybe she's not even intentionally doing it. Maybe she just doesn't realize what she is doing. I think you should get a job somewhere, not even full-time, maybe part-time at like Starbucks or something. You can make some money, you can make some friends, and you can escape from the internet. You could still do your famous goal on the side. I think you just need to have a path where if the famous goal doesn't work out, you're still fine. And I think at this point, if the fame doesn't work out, which chances are it's not going to, you're going to be in a very bad spot. You spent the last 7+ years making no progress in any of your goals, and you're constantly torturing yourself by reading and watching everything online that is made about you. I don't think I'm going to get through to you. I think you're going to listen to all that and be like, he's evil. He wants me dead. He's a stalker. But I'm genuinely trying to give you good advice here, which I don't think you deserve. I'm like, what's that Scrooge character? I'm the ghost from the future, and I'm seeing stuff, and it's not looking good. All right, that's all. Goodbye. Whoever made it this far, love ya. You get an extra kiss.
Keep on trying.